we as Indians, we don't, or rather, we're not taught so much about safety, and we don't value safety so much, right? And I feel like that's also a big reason why there are so many accidents that happen on the road. So, I mean, what is your thought around it? Like, why is that? Why is that happening? Why is it that we are not so aware about safety? Why are people not taught about it? Why are we not conscious about it? And also, what can we do to change that? Maybe this generation and future generations, because if we look at it globally, right? Like we have the largest youth population in the country. Maybe it's easy to, I don't know, maybe it's easy to change that behavior now. Maybe it's not so easy. Maybe it's a fundamental change in the education system that needs to happen to bring about this change. So yeah, I wanted to know your thoughts on that.
No, I think Tanmay, very clearly that as you rightly said, unfortunately so, safety or safe lifestyle is something which is not touched upon in our education system, in our when we grow through the years, and it is not taught academically. Road safety is one part of it. I'll touch upon it a little later. But in general, safety, as we live in a house. How many of us know about electrical safety? How many of us? Everyone uses gas stove. How many of us know about what to do when something goes wrong with the LPG or electrical connections or something? So these are things that are not automatically taught to us, and we have always believed that there is somebody out there who takes care of these things. For example, if there is a fire, you ask 9 out of 10 people will say, I'll immediately call fire brigade. Come on, by the time fire brigade comes in, everything will be over, right? So the first step, the first aid response is something which is not a part of our education system, unfortunately. And that's where the problem begins. Coming to road safety, no different story out here. Yes, even in road safety, we have never been taught in our school days, when we are in primary, upper primary, secondary school. Nowhere we have ever heard or learnt about how do you cross a road, for example. How do you use roads? It is not about driving on the road only. The problems are not just caused by the people who are driving. It is also caused by people who are using the road. A pedestrian, a bicyclist, a small child who is, 40 children die every day on Indian roads, 40 plus. I mean, it's a statistic that should move all of us. 40 children dying every day. So the risk levels are so high, and in spite of so many people getting killed, getting injured every single day on the Indian roads, in spite of that, we have to we have not been able to sensitize the general public to the level it is required at this point of time in the country. So I think it is all a lot to do with how we have grown, the risk perception in our mind, what we consider as risk, what we consider as an acceptable risk. The definition itself is something which needs a lot of calibration, given the kind of consequences that we see on the roads every day.